Some moments on TV are so unexpected that they end up making history, like when hosts receive news of their firing live in front of millions of viewers. These are tense situations, full of twists and turns, leaving anyone at a loss for words. And that is exactly what you are going to see here today. So go ahead and leave your like, click down below on the subscribe button, and let's get started. During the live broadcast of his show, Ciudadano 2.0, the journalist Gustavo Macalpin went through an at least peculiar situation. He was fired on national television. The moment happened when Arnoldo Cabada, owner of Channel 66, showed up unexpectedly in the studio to thank Macalpin for 6 years of work, and then announced that this would be his last program at the station. Visibly surprised, Macalpin just kept smiling and maintained his composure, while his firing was confirmed by the boss. Keeping his poise, he ended the show by thanking the network for his time there, but later pointed out that the way everything was handled was, at the very least, unexpected.
Pero bueno, todo tiene un ciclo en la vida y llegó tu ciclo. Este es tu último día.
Claro, licenciado. Ah, ¿sí?
Sí, es tu último día.
Licenciado,
Te
pues.
felicito.
The incident quickly went viral on social media, leading to speculation about the reasons for his departure. Many believed that his firing was linked to criticism Macalpin had made about the husband of the governor of Baja California in Mexico. However, he denied that theory, saying those comments had been made in a previous edition and that the real reasons behind his dismissal remain a mystery. In a video posted on his Instagram account, Macalpin spoke about the matter, calling the station's action a disgrace and a lack of respect. He highlighted that he had always been dedicated and disciplined, building a show that won over the public over the years. Even so, he said he is grateful for the opportunity he had, and made it clear that he will continue his work as a political commentator on other platforms. Chris Matthews, host of the MSNBC show Hardball, announced his retirement on the 2nd of March of 2020 after a series of controversies involving his conduct both on and off the air. The decision to leave the network was attributed to internal pressure from management, although Matthews described his departure as a mutual choice, acknowledging a generational shift in politics and media.
Let me start with my headline tonight. I'm retiring. This is the last Hardball on MSNBC, and obviously, this isn't for lack of interest in politics.
The 74-year-old host referred to criticisms about sexist remarks that had resurfaced recently, including a 2016 incident involving the journalist Laura Bassett, to whom Matthews had allegedly made inappropriate comments. On top of that, he faced other controversies, such as comparing Bernie Sanders' campaign to the German regime of the Second World War. Matthews' farewell caused a big stir, with colleagues and guests expressing admiration for his career, but also highlighting the importance of renewal in political journalism. His exit symbolized the end of an era for MSNBC, which then faced the tough challenge of finding a worthy successor to the host's legacy. Silvio Santos, a famous television host from Brazil, found himself in an unexpected situation while interacting with his dancers during one of their performances. The mistake happened when one of the dancers, in the middle of dancing and showing a sign with the name of the Jaquiti Cosmetics brand, held the sign upside down. The error was quickly noticed by Silvio, who did not hesitate to take action. Silvio Santos immediately called out the mistake, drawing attention to what had happened. He asked for the dancer to be removed from the scene and expressed his dissatisfaction with the failure to display the brand's name. The host made a point of highlighting the slip-up, showing his disappointment in front of everyone.
Manda embora aquela ali. Ô, meu bem, você não sabe ler? Mas será? Vai embora, vai embora, vai embora, vai embora, vai embora. Pode ir embora. Rafaela, dispensa ela. Vai embora. Não sabe onde é que já se viu?
Meanwhile, the dancer who made the mistake, identified as Camila Galindo, maintained a calm demeanor and kept smiling as she walked down the steps and left the stage. She showed no sign of discomfort or embarrassment and just kept smiling as if nothing had happened. Later on, Camila Galindo spoke about the incident in a casual and lighthearted way, joking about what had happened. On her social media, she made a humorous reference to the situation, mentioning the consequences of her mistake, but without showing any sign of hurt feelings, saying it was all just a joke. Still, many people believed she was just trying to smooth things over. Shepard Smith was a renowned American journalist and news anchor, best known for his work as a news presenter on Fox News. He had been with the network since its founding in 1996 and was one of the channel's central figures for over 2 decades. Throughout his career, Smith hosted important news programs, standing out for his direct and objective style, always aiming to bring the facts without bias. He was also the main Fox News voice, covering major international and national events such as the attacks of September 11th, the Katrina tragedy, and the Iraq War. In October of 2019, 2019, Smith abruptly announced his departure from Fox News, ending his long career at the network. His exit was significant, as he had been one of the station's longest-serving anchors.
So recently, I asked the company to allow me to leave Fox News. After requesting that I stay, they obliged. Under our agreement, I won't be reporting elsewhere, at least in the near future.
Initially, the reason for his departure remained unknown, but over time, he began to reveal the real reasons behind his decision. During his farewell, he mentioned that leaving was a personal choice, though the context only became clear later. In an interview with Christian Amanpour, Smith explained that the increasing tension between his journalistic style and the editorial line of Fox News' opinion shows was a key factor in his departure. He specifically pointed out how opinion programs hosted by Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson, and Laura Ingraham spread false and distorted information. For Smith, the continual broadcast of lies, often known by the hosts themselves to be untrue, had become unsustainable. He emphasized that while the right to have an opinion was legitimate, the hosts needed to base their opinions on truth. Smith also demonstrated a strong commitment to journalistic integrity. He believed that journalists must ensure the public is well informed without being manipulated or misled. Therefore, his decision to leave Fox News stemmed from growing dissatisfaction with the network's direction. Throughout his career, he prided himself on maintaining a balance of facts even amid an increasingly polarized climate. Smith's farewell was marked by an emotional speech in which he thanked Fox News for the chance to work on historic events and made a point of praising his hard-working production team with whom he had the honor of collaborating. The Brazilian reporter Tatiane Lobato from the Brazilian network TV Globo surprised everyone by announcing her resignation live on air while reporting on COVID-19 vaccination in the state of Pará in Brazil. As she finished her segment, Tatiane unexpectedly said that she was ending her cycle at TV Globo, leaving the anchor Priscila Castro visibly stunned. Deeply moved by the farewell, Priscila expressed her gratitude, highlighting Tatiane's excellent work and wishing her well in the future.
Bom, Priscila, para encerrar essa minha participação nessa sexta-feira, apenas me despedir. Agradecer pela oportunidade, encerro hoje meu ciclo na TV Liberdade.
Tatiane's departure led to a shocking moment, revealing the respect and affection among the newsroom colleagues. Many were left wondering if her leaving was planned with the network directors, or if that goodbye was truly her resignation live on air, since nobody saw it coming. Well, now we are stuck with that burning question until the journalist comes forward to explain what really happened. Charlo Green was a television reporter in Alaska, recognized for her confident and professional on-camera presence. However, everything changed during a live broadcast when she decided to quit journalism in a bold and unexpected way. On national television, Charlo announced she was leaving her job to devote herself to a cause she found urgent and necessary, revealing that she owned an organization focused on reforming policies related to a certain plant that sparks worldwide debate. What drew the most attention was that she did not hold back at all during her live resignation, cursing on the air as she declared she was walking away. The way she did it even caught the newscast anchor off guard, who apologized to viewers and seemed unsure how to continue.
Not that I have a choice, but fuck it, I quit. All right, we apologize for that.
This decision marked the beginning of a new phase in her life, leaving the microphones and cameras behind to become a key figure in the push for policy changes. Only a few months later, the state of Alaska legalized use of that plant, a significant milestone that cemented Charlo's role as an activist who truly made a difference. In later interviews, she said she had no regrets about her choice, explaining that she had always wanted to use her voice to help communities and fight injustice. For her, it was a cause worth supporting, especially given its medicinal potential and the need to undo decades of stigma and inequity tied to it. Charlo also shared that her on-air behavior was not planned to go viral, but was merely a reflection of how passionate she was about the issue. From then on, she faced challenges, including professional and personal bias, but she never stopped believing. Today, she is seen as a symbol of courage and determination by many people. Despite the controversy, her decision also raised important reflections on freedom of choice and how people view sensitive issues. Charlo pointed out that while many are okay with excessive behavior at wild parties, there is still a major stigma when it comes to what she advocates. Amal Al-Awadi, the host of a game show in Kuwait, was unexpectedly fired during a live broadcast. The reason? The dress she chose to wear on the program. The garment, which reached just above her knees, was considered inappropriate by some viewers due to it being the month of Ramadan. Complaints flooded in right away, especially on social media, and were so intense that the broadcast was suddenly cut off. Amal was stunned and opened up on Snapchat, saying she had been careful to respect the traditions of this sacred time, both in her choice of outfit and her behavior. Even so, the decision was already made, and a government official is said to have ordered that she be taken off the air. The incident stirred up a lot of online discussion, sparking intense debates among internet users. Opinions were divided. Some saw her firing as an overreaction and unnecessary, while others believed the host should have chosen something more modest for the occasion, arguing that her attitude was inappropriate for the nation's standards, especially during such a sacred period of the year. Do not forget to subscribe so you can catch more videos like this one.